So with Halloween coming up, I decided to do my third episode of anime and manga standouts. Today I'll be talking about series that fit the Halloween theme. Now, these series are not all dark. Some of them are actually shonen series, but they do fit the Halloween theme. And so let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first series I want to talk about, I do not own this series because it's not out in America. Actually, it just came out, or just finished, I think, last season of anime, I believe, or 2 seasons ago. Can't remember, but it's one of my new favorite series, and that is Tatsugori Ultimate X Amnesia. This series is about like this school where there's this legend where this girl died at this school, and she was like buried there, and her ghost is actually there, and only a few people can see her. And the main dude can see her. I can't remember his name, but there's kind of like they have a close relationship. Like, it's kind of weird when it first starts because you don't really know what's going on, but it'll come together as you go on. And there's this history with this ghost Yuko, which Yuko is a great character. There's some romance in this series. There's some dark moments as well. What I really liked about this series is that you can't really say if it's a comedy or if it's a dark series because it's blended so well, and there's symbolism in there that kind of hints to you have to choose for yourself if you think it's a comedy or a dark series. There's just elements of both, and there's a lot of symbolism in this series that maybe not the common viewer would see, but if you like ghost stories, you like romance, some dark moments, comedy, this series is for you, because I thought that this series was just an amazing series. I gave it a 9 out of 10, so Dusk Maiden of Amnesia, or Tatsugori Ultimate X Amnesia. I probably pronounced the Japanese wrong, but I'll put the link in the description for the Crunchyroll link. And the next series that I'm going to talk about, I own all of these, and the first 3 I have here, they're not really dark series, they're actually shonen series, but they definitely fit the Halloween theme, and that would be Blue Exorcist, D. Gray Man, and Soul Eater. And the reason why I say that all of these fit the Halloween theme is because they all have to do with, like, they have horror elements, but they're done in more of a lighthearted way. But there is some dark moments in these series. Just overall, these series are more lighthearted than these other series I'm going to talk about. I guess I'll start with D. Gray Man. D. Gray Man has to do with Exorcist and Akuma, or demons. Kind of just exorcism theme going. There's a lot of, like, there's vampires. There's just a lot of like the demons and the legend of the Millennium Earl. Couldn't remember his name. Millennium Earl, the villain. He's kind of like a creepy looking creature that would go with Halloween. So yeah, D. Gray Man is a really good series. It gets better as it goes on, in my opinion. It's not the best series you can find, but it is a solid series, a solid shonen series. Didn't like the anime as much, but the manga is a lot better in my opinion, and I actually need to pick up the latest volume. The next series I'm going to talk about is Blue Exorcist. And Blue Exorcist, of course, has to do with exorcisms as well. There's Exorcist, Satan is involved, demons. So it's definitely like, there's definitely a lot of like Halloween, darker themes in here. In fact, the main character, Reen, is the son of Satan. So there you go right there. So, and he actually wants to kill Satan. He wants to kill his real father for reasons, well, you guys probably already know, but I won't spoil anything if you haven't seen it or you haven't read Blue Exorcist. So definitely worth a read, or worth the watch as well. Except, like, the anime kind of deviates away from the manga. I didn't really like it as much in the anime after they got away from the manga, so, but it's still good. Next Soul Eater. Soul Eater is actually, there's a lot of comedy in Soul Eater. There's a lot of action. It's a shonen, but it's just this one big like Halloween themed shonen, and that's what really caught my eye when I first got into Soul Eater. My friend actually had he was reading the volume, and I'm like, what is that? It caught my eye. I really like the art style, and I like the Halloween theme of it all. And he just told me how awesome it was and how funny it was, and I picked it up like that weekend, and that was a long time ago. Like, I got Soul Eater Volume 1 back in like 2009, 2008, when it first came out. Is when I got it, and I got the anime in 2010, and I actually didn't finish the anime until recently, like a few months ago. And the anime deviates away from the manga. The manga is way better than the anime in my opinion. The anime is awesome, but the manga is just is one of my favorite manga series. Not my top 5, I don't think, but pretty close to my top 5. It was in my top 5 for a long time. And I'm not completely caught up with Soul Eater, but I plan on catching up here soon. So next we have a darker series that touches on vampires and how the life of a vampire would be like, and they kind of explore things that other vampire movies or other vampire series don't really explore, at least from what I've seen. I haven't seen a lot of vampire stuff like live action or anything. I've seen a few, but from what I've seen nothing like Shiki. Where Shiki, you don't know, like, it's hard to root for, like, you don't know which side is doing the right thing. You gotta choose for yourself, like, are these vampires, like, really so bad? 'Cause, like, at the end you really start thinking, like, who's really the bad guy here? And it's like, or are they both, like, at fault? So, 'cause, like, this series really gets you thinking. Like, it's one of those series that just really gets you thinking, and I think I would recommend this more to like a mature audience, because like a younger viewer probably wouldn't. It's so slow moving at first that you probably wouldn't understand, like, or you'd understand it, but you would be like, why is this moving so slowly? Holy crap, just get with the action. But it is slow moving, but it's done like well. They do it right. They do it right, and they do it at a good pace, in my opinion. But yeah, I definitely recommend this more to a mature audience who can really analyze what's going on in the series. But if you're a younger person, you really like the series, that's cool as well. I could be wrong. So yeah, Shiki, I definitely recommend Shiki. It's a great series exploring vampires, the life of a vampire, and the legend behind it all. It's really cool. The next series is one of my favorite series. It's kind of a messed up series. If you don't like gore, you don't like just bloody, just brutalness in your anime or your manga, then don't watch this, don't read this, because it's pretty brutal at times. Higurashi When They Cry. This series is amazing. It's a murder mystery. Definitely goes with Halloween. Watch this on Halloween night. It's really psychological. It'll really mess with your head. Especially this season. This season is like really confusing at first when you first watch it, but it all comes together once you watch the second season. And the ending kind of gives you a hint to what's going on. But the second season really helps you out and helps you understand what's really happening here in Hinamizawa. But yeah, this series is just amazing. This is one of my favorite. Either the manga is amazing. The manga actually gives you more details than the anime does. There's just more to the manga. But the anime, there's just this feel about watching something rather than reading it that maybe makes it better. I think you could actually, this is a series where you could actually watch the anime and read the manga. But if you really want that creepiness factor, I think it's better to watch it at night than it is to read. Yeah, so this series is insane, and Shio, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to spoil anything. Won't spoil anything. But if you like brutal, just gory and you like murder mystery, like really psychological, then this series is definitely for you. The next series is more of a supernatural series, and it's more of like your preferences. Like if you like ghost stuff, if you like ghost hunters, or you like ghost adventures, or those like documentaries about like exploring the supernatural, you might like this series. Honestly, I just got it like I got it just because it was $14. I was like, it's $14. I like ghost stuff. Why not? It might suck, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Because I got it like in 2010. That was when I was like, I was already into anime a lot, but I was exploring like other anime besides like shonen, besides like Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Rurouni Kenshin, like all the classics or the big series, and I started checking out other ones, and this series is really awesome. There's some really freaky little stories in here, because they have like different stories throughout. Like it's the same characters, but they're like going on different investigations, and it's actually I think it's a shoujo. Like the manga is a shoujo, but Ghost Hunt is a really great series. There's some really creepy ones in here. There's a freaky doll in one of these things that just freaked me out like crazy. And then there's this other one called the Bloodstained Labyrinth. That one freaks me out. And then there's one where I watch it every Christmas. I know I'm talking about Halloween, but every Christmas I watch Silent Christmas. I think there's 2 parts to that one. That story gets me, like I really like that story. Like I have to watch it. It's a routine for me now to watch that story. That one's more of a, it's not so dark compared to some of the other ones. There's some freaky moments, but it's more like a really good story. It's amazing. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm trying not to spoil it for you. But overall, Ghost Hunt, definitely one of my favorite series. The cast of characters are just awesome. Like they're so like engaging. Like they grab you in. I think that might even be the best part about this anime. The characters are awesome, and then you have some of these really cool investigations that explore the supernatural. It's really awesome. But overall, I'd say it's more for like people who are already into like supernatural and whatnot. Because I don't know if you really appreciate that kind of thing if you weren't into that stuff. So yeah, that is my Halloween themed anime and manga standouts. Remember to vote for your favorite Halloween themed anime. Put that in the description or the comment box, and vote for your favorite, and whatever one gets voted the highest, I'll try to go out and watch it. I'll try to find it on Amazon, find it on Crunchyroll, Funimation, and if I have the resources to buy it or to watch it, I will do that, and then I will talk about it a little bit when I have time. So yeah, so make sure you vote for your favorite Halloween themed anime. Thanks for watching. And yeah, so I'll talk to you later. Peace.